It's been 20 years since 9/11, which is an incredibly long time. We're now actually at the point where there are individuals who are in their adulthood who have lived their entire lives and do not have a memory of this day. But I know for many of us, that is a day that is still very much burned in our memories, and we can say exactly where we were at that time and what we were doing. Um, and obviously, over the past 20 years, that day has had a tremendous impact on the lives of all of us. We've just gotten done with a war that was the result of those attacks on that day. And especially now, I think this year, there's a lot of conflicted feelings. With everything that has happened recently, with everything that is going on, the memories from that day are kind of coming back, I think, for all of us, and we are probably asking, where is the peace in this world that we were hoping for? And I think that is a great question, and I wish I had an answer for you all out there. I I have to be honest here. When I was looking for a Bible verse to sort of find for today, I actually had a lot of trouble because I found that in many cases they were either going so far into the sort of prediction side of things, which there's always a lot of controversy and different interpretations for that type of stuff whenever you take biblical prophecy and try and apply it to events in the modern day, especially. Or they were going in another direction that I think at times is very offensive and is something that is difficult for us to settle on. And this to me, the verse which I picked today, are John 16:33, was really kind of the best I could find. And even here, I kind of feel like, it does sort of feel like it's coming up short. And I do think that one of the things that we need to understand whenever it comes to anything like this, whenever it comes to a massive national tragedy, whenever it comes to, a huge loss of life for any nation, for any group of people or anything, is that we're not done yet. Like, creation is not done yet. This story has yet to be told. And we're still working towards that progression. John Wesley says that we are, working towards perfection, which that's a heavily paraphrase there. But I think that it is something that is kind of important to remember. And in Scripture, we do kind of see this idea that we are working towards a day when God will return and everything will be set right. And that is obviously not right now, but we as Christians, what we can always do and what we can always try and strive to do is to do our best in the situation to just make things better. And I think when it comes to 9/11, now 20 years later, the real call for us Christians is to give back to those that we know have been impacted to that, to give back to our veterans, to reach out to them, to give them, comfort and to help them with their needs and to show them support. And that is something which all Christians, regardless of your opinions on, the wars that we've been fighting, the use of the military, or even the use of military action. I think even pacifists out there, you should be at least supporting these individuals because they are fellow human beings and they went into that service for a reason, and really for them, it's a job. It is a career, and that is a way to kind of look at it and interpret it in that sort of sense. So we should take this time, as we're reflecting in everything as well, to try and, strive out and do some action and, try and help those around us, to find a little bit of peace on this day. And, in doing that, we can bring the kingdom a little bit closer to our present position.